call the meeting to order. Good evening, everyone. Ask you to turn your phones down or off, preferably while we get through this meeting. The chair will accept a motion with respect to the minutes of November 25, 2025.
So moved.
Obi with the motion to accept the minutes as submitted. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed? How many abstentions? One abstention. Motion carries. All right, we have 3 applications tonight. We're going to start off with application number 3169. This is a lot split and rezoning of a parent tract of 28 more or less acres with the zoning designation of agriculture into an 18.95 more or less acre tract and a 9.32 more or less acre tract, both to obtain residential rural zoning designation. This is submitted by Doug Roth on behalf of Clearfork Holdings, LLC, who are requesting the zoning actions described above on a tract of land located in part of the southwest quarter of the Section 7, Township 43, Range 29, Cache County, Missouri, generally located on the east side of South Little Road and about 3/4 miles south of East 315th Street, Garden City, Missouri. Mr. Roth, please come forward and tell us your story, sir.
Pretty brief story, but we acquired some property last fall. Worked with a neighbor to sell 70 or 80 acres of that off. That left me with 2 smaller tracts, one of which is this 28 acre tract. And we got a request that we split that into 2 smaller tracts. It's primarily wooded, a little bit of CRP and grassland right now, but it's about a mile south of Garden City and just north of their city lake.
Any questions, Mr. Roth? Thank you, sir. Okay, is anyone here who'd like to speak in favor of this application? Anyone here who'd like to speak against the application or have questions the same? Okay, Valerie.
I have nothing to add. They've done everything that's been requested of them.
Okay, does the board have any questions of Valerie? Chair will accept the motion at this time.
On the motion to approve application 3169 as submitted along with the planning board report.
All right, we have a motion to accept 3169 as submitted. Is there a second? Second? All right. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye? Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? All right, Mr. Roth, we're recommending body, and we've recommended approval of your application that will be heard by the important people tomorrow at noon, 3rd floor.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, application number 3170, lot split and rezoning of a parent tract of 32.93 more or less acres with the zoning designation of agriculture into a 12.93 more or less acre tract to obtain residential rural zoning designation and a 20-acre tract to retain agriculture zoning designation. This is submitted by Doug Roth on behalf of Clearfork Holdings, LLC, who are requesting the zoning action described above on a tract of land located in part of the southwest quarter of Section 7, Township 43, Range 29, Cache County, Missouri, generally located on the east side of Little Road and about a half mile south of East 315th Street, Garden City, Missouri. Mr. Roth, please come forward.
Similar story. This 33-acre tract was a result of a split of that original farm that we spoke about a few minutes ago, and again, trying to get it down to a more manageable size for homeowners primarily.
All right, you did residential ruling on both the lots on the first application.
Yeah, they were
You
both.
meant to do one ag and one residential?
They were both under 20 acres, and so on the 20-acre one, I've got a guy renting that for cow pasture now, and we're going to leave that as a 20-acre ag property. Yeah.
Very good. Any questions, Mr. Roth? Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
All right, anyone here would like to speak in favor of application? Anyone here would like to speak against the application? Questions of same? Val?
They've done everything that's been asked of them.
All right. Any questions, guys? Chair will accept the motion at this time.
I move to approve application 3170 as submitted by the Planning and Zoning Board respectively.
All right, Obi's made the motion to accept 3170 as submitted. Is there a second? Michael, okay. All right, there's no other questions. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 6-0. In favor of approval of your application, Mr. Roth, tomorrow at noon, third floor. Yeah. Okay, application number 3171. This is a subdivision, the final to be known as Prairie Ridge Estates, a parent tract of 76.65 more or less acres with the zoning designation of agriculture to be divided into 10 lots consisting of 4 5 more or less acre tracts and 6 8.94 more or less acre tracts, all to obtain residential rural zoning designation. This is submitted by Gerald D. Epstein on behalf of Cleveland Land and Farm LLC, who are requesting the zoning action described above, located on tract of land located in part of Section 5, Township 44, Range 33, Cass County, Missouri, and is commonly known as 26022 Southwest Line Road, Cleveland, Missouri. Mr. Epstein, please come forward.
I'm Gerard Epting, representing Cleveland Land and Farm LLC. Since it's an LLC, they thought I should be their representative at these meetings. And we ask that you approve this application, or recommend the application be approved. And if you have any questions, I'll try, or Mr. Seba, who's working on the project, can come forward and try to answer the questions.
All right, any questions of Mr. Epstein on the file? We've heard quite a few questions answered last time. If you have questions, please feel free to bring them up.
Are the lots in similar size and nature to the surrounding area?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's
Reasonably speaking.
Yeah, reasonably. I mean, probably not exactly, but they're between about 5 and about 9 acres for each lot.
Any comments from any of the neighbors on it at this
Well,
point?
not to me, but Mr. Siegel might come forward and talk about that, or we had some people come here before. I think we had 2 people who came up and spoke who had questions about it. And we got back up and tried to answer those questions at the last meeting of this board.
The reason why I ask about similar sized lots is because I think that's to the south. It looks like there's quite a few, there's several 8, 10 acre lots. Is that true?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But again, you know, ask Mr. Siegel, he's actually done more legwork on the project than I have. I'm just, just the attorney, so he could ask me the legal questions, but Mr. Siegel would be glad to come up and you can ask him.
While we have him, come on up.
Okay.
What do you think, Clay?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Let's do that.
I think that's a pretty obvious question, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I wanted to hear it stated.
Good evening, my
Hi,
name is
David.
David Seba. I've been representing the, on the ground, so to speak, do all the paperwork, work with Valerie in her office for the rezoning on everything, and work with the water district, the road, Ridge County Road, and MoDOT on the interest. There's only one interest on MoDOT, the rest of them are on county. So I worked with Travis closely on redoing we took brush back on all the roadsides from where it was grown out into the road, about 60 feet back, and they were out there the last 2 days and have reshaped the roadsides and reshaped the road and then re-gravelled it, so it looks really, really nice. But to answer your question, it's conducive with what's around there. There's a lot of 5 tends, I think on the south side for sure, a little bit on the east and on the west side. The only farmland is on the north side. The open farmland parts of that. You guys have any other questions?
Anything like,
No, I know I'm coming in a little bit late on this one since you guys met last month on it, so I don't know what's been answered, what hasn't been, so.
well, we have no problem you asking any questions. If you wanna wait until, see if this gentleman has issues out there, we'll go with it, go from there next, so they'll get a chance to come back up.
Fair enough.
All right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Okay, is there anyone here who'd like to speak in favor of the application? Come on back, Mr. Cedar.
I just encourage that it be improved. It's what's in the area. Unfortunately, I've lived in the area my whole life, and it's farmland, but it's all turning into 5s and 10s, so it's kind of what's happening over there. So my partners and I saw the opportunity to do this, so we wanted to go that route with it. Okay?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, if there's anyone here that has questions about the application or would like to speak against it, please come forward. Please write your name down, sir, and address.
Hello, my name is David Carlson. I spoke at the last one against it. Several things that, questions that I have, and I don't know, maybe you guys can help me answer some of them. You are right, there are some, David was right, I guess, in both of you. There are some places there on the east side that have places where there's 5 to 10 acre tract. There's 3 of them. All of the other access points for the rest of the property around there that are that type of small splits do have road frontage to D Highway, which is a main asphalted road. The 6 driveways that they're petitioning for to be put in will come off of 259th Street right across the road from my house. The road is poorly maintained as it is. I've talked to the county about that numerous times. You go start adding, 40, 50 more cars down our road a day on top of Suburban Lawn and Garden with their semi-trucks that own ground just to the north of us, go by there 20 times a day. We have a very difficult time having our road maintained. And this is just going to make it worse. It's not going to make it any better. They won't pave it. They won't asphalt it. They said the county has enough to do as it is. They can't do any more. So dumping 6 driveways across the road from my house is going to be very, very difficult. I also am on the board for the cemetery, Glenwell Cemetery, right across the street from that. And talked to Jerry Eggleston, who's the president of the board with me. I'm just a board member, but I talked to him about it. All the board members are against it. They don't want it on it. Their street in front of the cemetery already, they chip sealed it a while back. It was falling to pieces. There's holes in it, but every time we have a cemetery or somebody's out there being buried, the dust flies by them. Nothing gets fixed. Nobody will do anything about it. And you go add on all these other places on there that more houses that you're going to stack in there pretty tight. I'm not opposed to them having it where it's a partial split. I just don't think 10 lots right across the road from my house where they're 5 acres, 8 acres, something like that is something that is good for the community in our area. If you guys are here for the community, I mean, we had another person that spoke up against it. Suburban Lawn and Garden wanted to be here tonight, but they couldn't make it. I have talked to them about it. The guy to the east on McVee area, there's a sod farm on the east side of that property. The watershed will be running off onto them. They don't want it. getting somebody here to speak up with me is rather difficult compared to just getting somebody to do it. I've been in contact with Randy Powers with the fire, he's the fire marshal for our area. He said there's not enough hydrants on that main line through there. He told me that he was going to request that before any houses went up, that they would have to put in a fire hydrant. I've talked to him numerous times about that. I'm here speaking against it, so maybe I can actually get it not to happen. But online, it's already for sale. It's been posted live online for Integrity Realty since the 16th of November. So am I just wasting my time speaking to you guys, or do they know something that I don't? Like, it's gonna get pushed through anyhow. I don't understand how that it could be already for sale, where people could buy lots on it already. I just don't understand that. I brought that up at the meeting just a little while back, at the other meeting for the, what's the other meeting for? After you guys, or some other, what's the other meeting? Commissioners meeting. I brought that up at commissioners meeting. It's just, like I said, I haven't.
Which item did you, what are you talking about? You brought up to the commissioners.
About the fact that it was.
This thing's already approved maybe, and it's on.
Well, no, it's already online.
And we've already approved something, we're just going through the motions here?
Well, that's what I want to know, is like, he's got it.
Let me tell you something. Nothing has been approved at this meeting with respect to the final plat of application 3171, and I don't appreciate you suggesting to these people or those three out there. You understand? That's wrong, man.
Well, then how is it live online where it's already for sale?
We're gonna find out. You're asking
Well,
questions.
that's how come I'm here to ask these questions, because I'm upset about it too. Like, I'm here trying to get it stopped.
I'm not upset about their application. I'm upset about your purported accusations.
All I did was ask, sir. I just asked, like, why is it that it would be online for sale as of the 16th of November, and it's not
We've
even.
got his questions written down there.
It's not even approved yet. I understand. And I don't mean to, I didn't mean
Are
to
there any
upset.
other subdivisions or anything else out there? Is this, this is a are there other subdivisions in your neighborhood?
I mean, there's some to the north up there by Cleveland, but on a gravel road, no, there's not.
And you're well aware, and I'm not even gonna have them address this, you're well aware that the Planning and Zoning Board
Yes.
has absolutely nothing to do with the roads, the road conditions, how they're maintained. You can sit up here and tell me about that all you want. You need to go back, and I know you said you had, you need to stay on them. We can't help you with that.
I understand that, sir, and I get that. It's just, they're asking for approval from you guys and saying that it's good for our community down there in our area. And what I'm after is then, if it's so good for our community, we can't get the roads fixed. You guys are the only ones in between them stopping this and letting it proceed. And so that's why I'm here today. I know you guys can't do anything about the roads, but your decision is also impacts us out there. Like the people that'll be moving in across the road from my place, I mean, there's a statistic online that trespassing goes up 30-some% by having a new subdivision go into rural areas.
Is that Cass County specific, or is that a general
That's just in
statistic?
general. It's just in general. But I mean, I didn't mean to upset you by what my statement was. It's just I don't understand that, so that's why I was asking you guys.
I understand we're a volunteer board.
I understand that. You guys are a part of the community as well, and I want you guys to stand up for the little guy as well, the individual over a subdivision coming in. Then you guys are my only stop. I mean, you guys are the only ones that are here for me. So that's why I'm here today. Cleveland Farm and Land LLC, I spoke at the last meeting in front of most of you. They said that they've done great things in the past, and I looked up online when it was formed, and it was formed in August of 2025. It was formed August 25th of 2025, actually. And I believe that is 10 days or 8 days before it purchased the land. So I want answers just like the neighbors around the area, but you guys do it for me. I mean, I don't have any other way to stop it or answer any of the questions. So I thank you for your time and consideration on this. So thank you all.
Hey, one thing I want to tell you about.
Yeah.
Since you're citizen.
Yes.
You mentioned 3 different times, 3 entities, cemetery, suburban lawn, and one other. Those people can submit letters to us, and we can make those a matter of record.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you know it now, so you don't have to sit up there and say, well, I couldn't get them here because they're busy. They can submit letters to us, and they will be made and put in the minutes of the application process.
Does that mean that it's too late for those probably? Like,
Yeah.
for this case here?
For this particular app.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
it's gonna be done tomorrow.
Yeah, and I didn't know, I mean, I didn't know that they could submit letters. I was trying to get everybody I could to go, but it's really difficult to get people out that are against it, for various reasons. I mean, but guys, I really thank you for your time.
Let me ask you another question
Yes, sir.
about this fire hydrant thing, which,
Fire hydrant, yes, sir.
I've been on this board so long, we don't know how long I've been on it,
Yes.
okay? That's a true statement.
Okay.
And not once have fire hydrants come up as an issue with respect to an application. Now, if this is the area you live in, right?
It is, yes, sir.
Aren't you concerned about that?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Well, I think you'd be addressing with this Randy Powers instead of,
Well, for the amount of people right next to where my area is here, there is. There's one fire hydrant there. But he said, like, they had a problem over there at Lake Winnebago, he said, where they put in a big subdivision and a guy built a huge house. And he said, there's not enough volume of water to that location to put out that house that size if it gets caught on fire. And so,
Mr. Powers is here if you'd like to ask him any questions about that.
he's here?
He is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, that is why, so for my area where I'm the only house on that road currently, I believe that one fire hydrant is sufficient. So,
You're the only house on there?
yeah, I'm the only house on that road. I'm the only one.
And these lots are close to you, like across the
Right
road.
across the street, quarter mile road.
And those houses, plus your one's gonna cause a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Okay, let's hear it from him. He's gonna come up, I guess.
Thank you, sir. So,
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We did receive a letter from the fire district in regards to having 2 hydrants to be installed along 259th Street.
Installed how?
Along 259th Street, basically at each corner of the property, because I actually spoke with the fire marshal of Dolan, West Dolan, and said that his trucks carry 1,000 foot of hose, and regardless of what the ordinances may or may not say on their end, that the ones at each corner would make more sense than having them every 300 to 500 feet. That was a verbal conversation I had with the fire chief of Dolan, West Dolan.
Okay. All right, anybody else who'd like to speak against the application or have questions about same? All right, Mr. Eptink, there's a couple of questions you need to answer for us.
If you don't mind, Mr. Siegel will come up because he can probably answer a lot more questions than I can. First of all, Adam Vandowski is the money guy, the main money guy behind this project. So yeah, they did create this LLC in August or September of this year. But prior to that, he said to me that he had done 50 projects where they were subdividing or doing subdivisions. So he's been doing this for a long time. But they set up this LLC for this particular project. And I couldn't hear all of what was being said about the fire marshal or. So
We
I missed
received a
all-
letter
Already
from
addressed
the
that,
fire district.
Right,
What?
Valerie,
Have you addressed that adequately?
you want to hear what she had to say?
Yeah, I couldn't hear, so I didn't know if there was a question that we
Go for it.
should.
We received a letter from the fire district stating that they will require a hydrant at basically each of the corners of the property, the northeast and the northwest, to help with
Okay.
fire protection. I had a phone conversation with the actual fire chief of Dolan, West Dolan, and he stated that their trucks carry 1,000 foot of hose, and that those locations for the hydrants would be more than enough. That in all practicality, it didn't make a lot of sense to have them every 300 to 500 feet, which may have been stated by someone at some point in time during this project. But there was conversations with the fire chief, and they also, the fire marshal, Randy Powers, sent a letter to our office in regards to those 2 hydrants.
Okay.
So, but me as like representing them, I had left a copy of the preliminary plat with the the fire district, which he requested from me, and I have not heard anything from him. I've not been notified by letter. I've not been told anything, that we need to do. Not me, not us, none of us have been notified that that needed to be done. In fact, I questioned Valerie, and she just said, well, you know, she told us what you guys' rules were, so felt like it was addressed. I also went and spoke with the director manager, Bobby Thomas, of the water district, and he's like, David, here's the deal, is that there's a 6-inch main on the north side. There's a main along the east side. He's like, there'd been conversation about an 8-inch, it requires an 8-inch main, I think, to do water, to do fire hydrants. And he said, I can't keep the water clean in an 8-inch pipe. So it's just, the area's not set up for it. He said, our district's not set up for that. And he said, I've not been talked to about any of this, and we're the ones supplying the water. So he said, I don't know where this is coming from. There's no rules or regulations regarding that. We've not been notified of anything from the very beginning by anybody from the fire district stating this in writing or even in a conversation. He just stated to me when he requested the plat was, if it's a subdivision, you're gonna have to do fire hydrants. I'm like, there's no infrastructure. It's perimeter roads. And like I said, again, that's what's in the area. South of there, there's a bunch, it's on the application, it shows all the tracks around there that are 5s and 8s and 10s. So I think we're conducive to what's in the area. I don't know why we would be singled out, you know, to provide fire protection for the entire area because of, you know, this many more houses. But I hope that answers the question in regard to that, because I've tried to cover all our bases with all the people that are in charge of the specific entities, whether it be Cass County Road and Bridge, and they improved the road substantially. It's pretty impressive now, what it looks like. It's all ditched. And I got with Travis, and before he put our crossing, our culverts in, he ditched everything out from the Holmes Road all the way across 259 down Westline Road, and they applied new gravel in the last 2 days. I mean, I actually got pictures on my iPad. It looks very nice. The brush is cleaned back probably 60 feet from the road. The road banks are sloped back. So I think we addressed the road issue in terms of traffic. The roads are much nicer than they have been. Because it's hard to keep the roads dry because of the shade of the trees. So we addressed that. I don't know what else we could address. Oh, the listing. There is 2 lots listed. They're listed as agriculture, which they are currently agricultural. They're not listed as residential lots. We just want to get it out there so that people would know, and that somebody wanted to buy one and have it stay agricultural.
Did you inquire with the city of Westline what this process would look like if you had annexed into their city limits?
I did not.
Did not.
I did
Didn't
not.
choose to.
Yeah, I did not choose to.
I was just curious, since
Yeah.
they're actually annexed right across the road from you, if maybe their process might look a little different for you, if it'd be kind of
No,
comparing
I
apples
never
to
really even
apples.
considered it because Westline's just such a small little
Okay.
town. So it's kind of like when on the whole fire deal, I went to Cleveland thinking that we were in Cleveland, and when I first started doing cleanup out there and burning, and he said, you don't need a burn permit, you don't need anything. And then when we started, I burned for 3 or 4 days, and I just contacted Cass County Sheriff's Office to let them know that we were burning out there, because that's what he told me to do. Well, then we had one burn that ended up with some plastic barrels that caught on fire. Then everybody showed up, and they were all at odds with each other about who's in charge. And he's like, you shouldn't have told him he could do that. And the West Dolan guy said, well, it's my district. Everything worked out fine. But I assumed that it was under the protection of the Cleveland Fire Department, which I'm not sure what that's referred to. Is it Dolan? I don't know, but anyway, I got the okay from the fire chief. So they worked it all out and said, you're fine, but we need to maintain the fires, lower and all that. But I feel like I've done everything on the ground that I can do to comply with all the requests of what the zoning process asked for. And, their office was super helpful on making sure we had everything in order. So I don't know what else we could have done to be able to comply with things.
Any questions? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Valerie, any comments?
I do not have any, other than we did receive a letter from the fire marshal in regards to fire flow, potentially to hydrants. And that they would be in contact with the applicants. Other than that, I have nothing to add, other than if this was a large lot division, we would still be looking at a minimum of 6 houses on this tract, potentially. And a large lot division would not be required to go through this process.
Okay. Any questions, Valerie? The chair will accept the motion at this time.
I'll make a motion to approve application 3171 as submitted by the planning board report respectively.
Okay, Clay has made the motion that we accept 3171 as submitted. Is there a second?
Second.
Lynn with the second. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carried 6-0. Be here tomorrow at noon, Clearfork represents your application. Noon tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Anything, Valerie?
I have nothing else. We will not have a meeting in January because we know we always end up with bad weather. We've already got applications that have started coming in for the end of February meeting.
Is there a motion to move on? First and second to